Hey, you guys. Recently, my daughter and I were in the car and she asked me a question. Her question was, Mom, how do you know when you're in love? She says, because a lot of girls out here be talking about they're in love and then, the next minute they're not, or they talking about the guy or the guy talking about them. And she said, it's just silly. She says, so how do you know? So I told her, well, first of all, the reason why these girls think they're in love one minute and then find out they're not the next is because they don't know the difference between love and lust. See, love strengthens, as I always say, okay? Love strengthens, whereas lust weakens. And a lot of young people today a lot of adults too, tend to think that it goes like this with them. Oh, I like him or her. Okay, oh, now we're together. Oh, now we sexed. Okay, now I don't want him no more. Or why he not calling me no more? Or, it's something that just lets you know that you guys were on different pages, okay? Love, when you're in love with someone, you can't help but think about them. You think about them all the time. You imagine yourself being with them. You can smell their scent when they're not even around. I mean, love is so, oh my God, it is so, I'm just going to say this, it's magical. Okay. Love, well, I mean, when you're in love, you're like, you're on a high, okay, and it's a natural high, all right. But the thing about being in love is once you begin to come down, once the dust begins to settle and now you're on a what I like to call cruise control, you have such a high level of respect for this person to where you just like, damn, Lord, thank you, okay. In a sense. But here's the thing, when you hear people say love is blind, that's because it's true. Okay, love is blind. You're so in love with this person, you really don't see any wrong in them. All you see is the good in all their bad. If there's any bad there's bad there, because there's bad in everybody. But all you see is the good, and that's all you can pull from them is their good. Okay, and you tend to run with that, and anything they do is that's out of the ordinary. You tend to defend that. Okay, because again, you're in love. Now, the thing about being in love is you may be in love, but the person that you're in love with may not be. So you want to make sure that that feeling is mutual. Okay, and I say that because oftentimes I would see girls post pictures of them and their loved one on their Facebook page, and then my nosy ass would just scroll on over to the one they in love with page and don't see one damn picture of her on his page. And I'm like, what the hell? Okay, they on two different pages, okay? Because she's in love and his ass is in lust. He waiting to hit and quit, and she ready to love and move on with him, and it's just not there. So make sure you guys are on the same page. Now, I brought this forth because parents, you need to know that when your children ask you a question, answer the question. Okay, but don't give them a question, especially when they ask you something about love. Don't give them a response that comes from a place of hurt because somebody hurt you or whatever. Give them a fair chance at being in love too, okay, and being able to experience that. Because the one thing you, I, and nobody will ever, never be able to do is fix a heartbreak. If you get with someone and that first heartbreak, I think Will Smith said it, okay? There's no pain like from the opposite sex, and that is for real, because that is nothing no one can do to help fix that, to curve that, or nothing. That's one you just have to get over on your own. But in the meantime, while you're in love and you're in love with that someone that's in love with you too, love on each other. Okay, and loving on each other doesn't mean that it has to be physical. It doesn't at all. Like I said, you just love that person for just who they are, getting to know them internally, getting to know them externally, getting to know their fears, getting to know their likes, their dislike, what sets them off, what brings them down, all that good stuff. Be in love. Hell, when they say life is too short, it is, and it's too short for the bullshit. So love while you can and enjoy it. Me three. Motivate, encourage, empower, and embrace, because that's what I do. Love you guys.